bringing the initiates into the stage, and they are even having a band for that. Then all the initiates with a photograph in their lower left-hand corner, and the whole group of people witnessing the ceremony. Here is also the Mobed Neknam is giving the initiate his certificate, and you are also seeing the audience there, and then Mobed blessing the youths in the lower right-hand corner. And then we have, this is the place that you remember we talked about Mobed and child facing one another with the two hands in their own hands, and then they do Paimanedin and Dadarayek prayers together, and then the lower left-hand corner, the Mobed is sprinkling, just like performing the Tandurashti, and this is a photograph of the certificate they get with the photograph of the initiate, a very wonderful way of presenting the initiate something that he or she will keep it forever. And here are some of the other pictures of the same thing. And so now we come to the last part of our agenda today. And this is the Cyber Hambandagi in English and Cyber Hamarzo greeting. I am on slide 77 and this is 78. This is our tradition for the Tele class, that every time we are going to have a Hambandagi in English rather than in Avesta, which most of the people don't even understand. Keeping that in mind, I have chosen another prayer today from Homage unto Ahura Mazda, a beautiful daily Zoroastrian prayer book by Dr. Dasturji Manekji Dhala of Karachi. He has done a yeoman job of giving us this prayer book so we can pray in the language we understand. And this is I have given you a file that explains why he wrote this book. And he said, and I want to emphasize this, and on the slide number 79, on receiving and utilizing this, many co-religionists wrote to me saying that despite all their efforts, when they had simply failed to have any desire to pray in Avesta, which they don't understand, they had turned in despair to Christian prayers. But now that they have found a Zoroastrian prayer book, they had started using them every day. What a wonderful way of endorsing this prayer. So now I request you all to help me pray this small family prayer I have chosen. And let us start with that. So here we go. The family prayers. Are you there?
Yes.
Everybody is not sleeping? Okay, we are at the end of it. The family prayer. Our fathers have worshipped thee, Ahura Mazda, in this house, and we worship thee now, and will worship thee as our strength holds out, O Father eternal. Unto thee we raise our hearts in praise and adoration, Ahura Mazda. Our devotion for thee animates our hearts. We will open our hearts every morn unto thee, when thy radiant sun shows his shining face and sheds his light upon our house. Lend thy kindly ear to our daily prayer. In this house may life throb with health and happiness and prosperity and peace and concord and contentment and humility and devotion and piety and purity and truth and righteousness. Beautiful. Give us a long life and a useful life. Help us to diffuse cheer and joy and hope among the young and the old in our house. May the flourishes, next slide 81, may the flourishes of the righteous keep their nightly vigil over our house. May they enter our house attended by blessings as wide as the earth, as long as the river, and as high as the sun. Those three things are from our prayer, Kerfe Mozda. May the Amesha Spenters and the Yazaters bless our family with their august presence, and may thou above all be with us and near us by night and we will raise our hands and bend our knees and bow our heads to offer the prayer of gratitude and worship thee in the citadel of our hearts. Open our eyes to our daily duties and help us in their loyal performance. Fill our minds with thy thoughts and thy ideals. Elevate our ideals. Help us to live up to them and lead us from day unto day to be near their realization, O thou divine householder. Amen. So, well, we have come almost to the end, and the last part, we cannot forget our Hamazor greeting. I call it Cyber Hamazor greeting because we are doing it all over North America. So, if I ask my dear wife, and here is the Hamazor, she's coming now to perform this with me. So maybe you can perform that with one another. Hamazor, Hama Ashobed. And thank you all for this. Thank you for helping us to collect the information, for your participation, patience, and time. And last but not the least, thank you, my dear wife Joanne, for almost 46 years of supporting me in all my crazy endeavors. And so with that, we conclude this 7th Tele class. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Soli Uncle. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Ah, very good.
Thank you from Virginia.
Ah, very good, Sahib. And thank you. Okay, now one more thing I want to mention. The next class, I have already sent it to you, the information. Thanks to Farida and others who said that we want some questions and answered, and we want to use this tele class to do so. When I said yes, I was a little worried. In 1 hour, you are going to be in trouble if everybody starts talking to everybody. So we have to have some background, and Parsis are very famous for talking together 20 at a time. So what we have to do is ask you to send me your questions before March 1st. I mean,
April.
before the April 1st, and then our class will be 3 weeks later on April 22nd. And if you don't mind, I would like to send out all the questions to everybody so everybody knows what the questions are. So don't say at the last minute in the class, what is the question and all, wasting our time, because we have to really move very efficiently to answer these questions. I will choose some of the questions, and if you don't like the high-handed way of I will do that, I will cut off long discussions of somebody because it is not doing any good to everybody else, and I want to give everything a chance for the questions. If I don't answer it, you can always do it with me on email. So with that, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, and may God be with you, and always remember Humata, Hukta, Vershta, the 3 words that if you follow in your life every day, you will have no problems. Thank you.